We're going to preview Cowboys versus Cardinals next, but first, here are our like numbers on this exact preview video the first 2 weeks. Giants, 1,787. Jets, which also had some Brandin Cooks buzz, so there were more views, but over 3,590, at almost 3,600. Let's get that number of likes again. The data proves itself. If we get at minimum 2K likes, the Cowboys are guaranteed to beat Arizona. So like that video if you want the Cowboys to beat the Cardinals in Week 3. Do not be the person who jinxes it and causes the Cowboys to lose. Week 3, the Dallas Cowboys on the road against the gritty Arizona Cardinals, 13-point favorites. That's a lot. That's a massive spread in the NFL, although this is what happens when entering the 2 Monday Night Football games. The Cowboys have the number 1 scoring offense at 35 points per game and the number 2 scoring defense at 5 points per game, and I suspect the Browns won't stay at number 1, although, hey, maybe I'll look dumb and they shut out the Steelers on Monday Night Football. Either way, you've got one of the best teams in the NFL against a not great team. Now, the Cowboys are at 19, or the Cardinals are at 19 in points scored and points allowed, but level of competition does matter here. The Cowboys have boat raced their 2 opponents in games that, frankly, they were never really in doubt, and the score, despite being a 40-point win and a 20-point win, don't indicate how big of a blowout it was. Like, it could have been worse for both sides. The Cowboys have been impressive. The Cardinals, meanwhile, 2 losses by 4 points or less. They came up short against the Commanders, a game they could have won, and they blew it against the Giants, frankly. Now, maybe that's their tank for Caleb Williams' plan getting into action, but I expected more. I expected a win there for Arizona. They blew that game, but they've been scrappy, which is a nice way of saying they're losing but not getting blown out. So what is your confidence level in a win against the Arizona Cardinals? Scale this for me from 1 to 10 in the comment section. It's the pinned comment, by the way, so if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and go vote. 1 to 10, your confidence level in a win over Arizona. All right, injury news here. They'll practice on Wednesday. We'll know more then. Zack Martin isn't expected to practice on Wednesday. McCarthy says he's a shot at playing, which he said about every player so far, which doesn't really mean that much. But Martin also wasn't limping after the game, which makes me feel pretty good. We'll know more on Thursday. I would lean towards him playing, but that's not a guarantee. Chuma Edoga hyperextended his elbow that they're also calling a sprained elbow and a forearm bone bruise. That sounds super painful. Like I have a bone bruise on my hand that never healed. It's forever bumped. I'm sure Edoga's was much more painful than me taking a baseball to the hand or whatever. So his status, very much TBD. However, the Cowboys might be getting back some players this week. Brandin Cooks, early buzz is he might be limited on Wednesday. If he's limited on Wednesday, probably means he's going to play. Normally, unless you get injured in practice, limited on Wednesday means you're able to go in most cases. Sprained MCL for Cooks, maybe he plays on a bit of a pitch count if he does go. But he said if he's playing, he's not going to be limited. We'll see. Donovan Wilson, limited to practice last week, late in the week. Cowboys played it safe. If he can get some reps in, I bet he plays in Week 3. Leads to some interesting inactive decisions in the back end in the secondary. Could see maybe Wilson be on the Jordan Lewis plan of he plays a handful of snaps as they ramp him up. And finally, Tyler Smith has not yet practiced in over 2 weeks. Again, it's optimistic Stephen Jones, one of the Jones boys' doctors, saying that he thinks Smith might be able to practice some on Wednesday. If Edoga can't go, ideally Tyler Smith can, and then you've upgraded at left guard, but we'll have to monitor the practice participation reports for all of those guys entering Week 3. Today's Cowboys Report is made possible by AG1. I take AG1 literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning and I feel ready to take on my day. Once I got baby Olivia set up with her breakfast, which sometimes is yogurt, sometimes it's strawberries, pancakes, or whatever, I make my AG1. I'm not a breakfast person, and I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout the day. Plus, AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health. Covering my nutritional base of the day literally couldn't be any easier. That's why I trust AG1. I mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, or apple juice sometimes, and drink it first thing each morning. I'm done just like that. And I like that it costs less than $3 a day. It's pretty good, if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. It's a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. Links in the comments and the description of today's video. Key to victory number 1. Great kid. Don't get cocky. Cowboys have been great through the first 2 games. This should be a game in which they handle their business against the Arizona Cardinals with little to no concern. But the Cardinals will fight you. You saw it against the Commanders. You saw it against the Giants. What I'm saying here is this. Don't have a letdown game. Don't be disappointing. Don't collapse. Don't come out flat and overconfident, smelling your own farts, eating the bones. Don't beat yourself again. Take care of business. You're on the road. Get in, get out with the win. So predict the score for me of the Cowboys against the Cardinals. It's a big spread for a reason. Sound off in the comments. Get a victory number 2. Hey, defense, do the thing again. It's that simple. Get pressure. Now, I suspect, and we'll go more on this one later, Arizona's going to try to run the football on you. The Jets wanted to as well. Game script got it out of hand. Do it again, defense. O-line's not great for Arizona. Give them into passing downs and get after Joshua Dobbs. We will be live, as we are for every single Cowboys game, right here on the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV. Free videos every single day right here on the channel. Multiple times per day, too. We'll see you guys on Sunday for the game. Victory number 3, or key to victory number 3. Smart and sound on offense. This is not a game where you have to throw it 40 yards downfield every play. The Cardinals' defense is not that great. It's the same defense we've seen Dak shred in Philadelphia. The play caller, right, Jonathan Gannon. Let Dak do his thing. The numbers don't look that great because of the monsoon in week 1, but he completed like 82% of his passes in week 2. And if you take away the drop, if you adjust for drops, dude's at like 85% completion or something just stupid, or 80%. Like it's been absurd. Take care of the football. Don't be dumb. Be smart. Remember who you're playing. Don't take them lightly, but you don't have to be aggressive and reckless. You can call the games you've been calling through the first 2 weeks. Now, key to victory number 4 is this. The red zone offense must be better. And I would be more concerned about this if the Cowboys weren't ultra cautious. They were up by 20. They kind of dialed back some of their red zone plays. They even ran the ball a bunch, kind of like it was a, 3rd and goal from the 7 or something like that. Like, they would never run the ball in that scenario if the game wasn't already well and truly in hand. So I do want to finish drives better. I think they would have gone forward on 4th down on one of them, the one that they got stopped from the 1. Run the sneak next time, Mike. It's not that hard. Just do it. Red zone offense does need to be better. Needs to be some better execution. Not just play calling. Hendershot and Dowdle had touchdowns if they just run the football properly. They did not. So, Dak should have had a better throw to Jake Ferguson. You can call the Gallup fade once or twice there. I'm not that worried about it because we've seen the Cowboys have good success in the red zone, and they will eventually even out from their success rate. So be better, have more success against Arizona, drop a 40 burger again. Who you got winning? DAL for the Dallas Cowboys, ARI for the Arizona Cardinals. Sound off for me in the comment section right now. Key to victory number 5. Make Joshua Dobbs beat you. Joshua Dobbs has had some success against the Cowboys. Remember, he was the quarterback, surprisingly, although we did predict it, in the Titans game. Thursday Night Football. He offers some dual threat. He offers some mobility. Dobbs has 38 yards on the ground this year. Not elite numbers, but he's been pretty accurate. They're familiar with that offensive scheme that Drew, I forget his last name, is running. Drew Smith, something like that, in Arizona. He doesn't football over that much. He's a smart guy. But make him beat you. He ain't that good. Make him beat you. Don't let James Conner get going. The Cardinals are going to run the football. That is the game plan to beating Dallas. Don't throw it a bunch. Otherwise, you'll have sacks and interceptions. They will try to run the football. So when they do, first play of the game, Tank Lawrence, 4-yard loss again. Keep it going from that perspective. As we always do, end of the show, my score prediction. I got the Cowboys in a blowout. 33-13. They win by 20 again. They cover the spread again. Remember, folks, good teams win. Great teams cover. Let's keep covering the spread in Dallas.